Hey, hi and welcome. Okay, so we're back to that. Okay, so you're going to buy yourself a pickup truck or a motorized wheelbarrow, but what kind of jobs can you make money with a truck that, pay well? I've seen there's all kinds of videos on that, and there's one guy, he came up with an idea that I got, like, it wouldn't work for me because I'm too far from the city, but those of you guys in the city, let's say you're out of work and you need a side hustle, one of the things you could do is go pick up old pallets from stores that call up the store, say, hey, you got any old pallets that you want to get rid of that are in decent shape? And I'll come and pick them up. Maybe you pay me to come pick them up or whatever. Maybe they pay you 20 bucks just to come pick up the pallets, and then you go take the pallets to a recycling place. It's just grab it, take this money and put it in the truck, and then take the stuff that you got in here, dump it off and grab money, and go back and pick up some more and grab money and grab money. And before you know it, you're gonna have to cut a hole in the roof to get, because there's no place for the money to go. Stuff like that. Yard work, any sort of yard work. This is where you fill it and then you get money, and then when you empty it, you go find another place to fill it, and then you get money again, and then again you got to cut a hole in, because all you do is you're gonna, at some point you're just gonna have to haul money around in the back of this thing. This is a very, 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 very good wheelbarrow. So maybe people need stove wood, especially little old ladies and stuff like that, old widows and stuff. Oh, they need their cut the shrubs, they need this done, they need that done, they need stuff hauled away, whatever it is. Fridges, stoves, appliances, building materials. You go to your eco centers, what we call them up here, but recycling plants, whatever. See, what they charge. You say, okay, well, they're going to charge this much. I got a list in my truck for how much tonnage for different items and stuff like that. And like general stuff in this is 175 bucks a ton. So the client pays you the 175 bucks. You go and you get weighed on the scale, and maybe you had I don't know, 1,800 pounds in there. So okay, you got 20 bucks back to bring back to the thing. Plus you pay them your, they pay you your hourly wage, whatever you're going to charge. I charge 20 an hour usually, typically, depending on the job. If it's a really hard job, 30 an hour. And then what you do is you set your price, you run it like a business. Now, as soon as you get paid, you don't go off to the bar, you don't go buy new tennis shoes or whatever, bling or whatever it is. You don't do that stuff. The first thing you do is you take that, every day you work, you take 20 bucks and you put it aside for gas. You put it in the truck for gas. You take another 20 bucks and you put it aside for maintenance, insurance, whatever. This is your wheelbarrow of business. If you do not treat your truck like a business, you will not be in business. Full stop. You can make money doing anything. If you're a college student, you have a truck like this, trust me, your truck is going to make friends with everybody. Why? And it's going to be every weekend you are going to be moving somebody. My buddy years ago, back in the 90s, he had a little Chevy S10, little shipbox Chevy S10. Great, or no, he had the Ram 50, not, or did he have an S10? I kind of forget now. He either had the Ram 50 or the S10, whatever he had. And I never seen a truck that, it was just constant. We were moving stuff all the time. I mean, we'd get paid and stuff like that too, but it was just like, you can make, like, if you're in a college student, you got a truck, you could pay for your truck probably just moving people on the weekends. I mean, you can get paid in beer, you can get paid, you get paid a million different ways, but you get the idea. The other thing, and this is something, for example, last week, my buddy and I, with his truck, were collecting steel out of an old antique shop. And give you an idea, like, it was just basically all the scrap metal from old antiques and stuff like that. Most of it was junk. But for example, I ended up with a bunch of things, just to show you. Ended up with like 100-year-old cant dog, a couple of antique saw blades. If I fix those up, those could be worth a couple of $100. You know what I mean? So you can make money on the stuff you make. Let's say somebody had a whole bunch of mulch. They had, like, cut down some trees and they had a mulcher, and they got to just take the mulch away. Okay, you come and you pick up the mulch, okay? And if you have a place to store that, you can sell the mulch. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like I said, you take the money, you put it into the truck, and then you empty the wheelbarrow, and then you go and you get more money. And it doesn't matter what kind of wheelbarrow. It doesn't matter if it's a Chevrolet or a Dodge or a nice F-150 Ford or a GMC Sierra. It doesn't matter what kind of wheelbarrow you have, as long as it works good and you maintain it and you keep it going. I will be upgrading wheelbarrows, but I'm going to keep this one for a long time because I really like this one. Probably going to fix it up, make it a pavement princess or something like that. Just, you know, ride it around like a classic, but it will make you money. So I talked about what kind of truck, you know, how to kind of decide on the truck. It really comes back to what are you going to do with it, right? If you need big volume, obviously you want the 8-foot bed. Reg cab's not going to be for everybody, especially those who this is their only vehicle and they have to rely on it to go get groceries and take the wife and the kids and all that stuff. This is not the formula. This is a work truck. It really is only suited to that. Not that you can't do other things with it, and I know people argue, oh, I could do this and I could stuff my 8 kids in the back. Yeah, but it's not legal to do that everywhere, right? So but you get the idea. This is a work truck. That's what I bought it for. It happens to be my daily driver because my poor Unico over there, he died. Well, he's kind of dead. I could revive him, but it's like I could put money into that or I could put money into this. But this is a money-making machine. Very good wheelbarrow. And yeah, so there's all kinds of jobs like that you can do. You can haul, like I say, scrap metal. If you're going to be hauling scrap metal, heavy stuff like that, even it doesn't matter 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive. Most guys are stuck in 2-wheel drive all the time. You rarely use the 4-wheel drive unless you're stuck. But make sure there's a good hitch on your truck, and if you got a good hitch on the truck, get a trailer. Beat up the trailer, not the truck. You know what I mean? Just because of the way, especially with a long box like this, what I haven't pulled much with it, but I've seen a lot of guys pulling with the long boxes, and what it seems like, because the axle's so far back, and then this back end of the truck here is so short and stubby, it seems to stiffen up. So when you put a trailer, it doesn't seem to sink the truck down as much as if you were just to fill the box. So if you had, like, say, 1,500 pounds in the trailer versus 1,500 pounds in the box, it seems like it's more harder on the truck to put the 1,500 pounds in the box because the weight's all here rather than being displaced up there and, you know, whatever. It just, so, you know, a trailer is something to get into, and I'll be doing that myself. If I can get around to it, I'll probably turn that into a utility trailer of some sort. It'll be good for about 4 tons. Why not? You know, I got 28 feet of trailer there. Why not use it, right? So yeah, you can do all kinds of jobs. You're only limited by your imagination at this point. How do you get the jobs? That's a good question.